Oh, it's thinking. I see it.
Hope it's live.
Okay. All right, cool. We are live on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, and we are tired. We're tired.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's a long day.
It is.
It's a crazy day. All right, so let's tell stories about what today was.
So today was technically day one, right, of fight week for Gamebred. And it was a long day. I mean, we started, I'm like trying to like track the day, but you ran the press conference.
Yeah.
Let me say it again. You ran the press conference. I mean, that's pretty dope.
Pretty amazing.
And I thought the press conference went really well.
It went really well. To me, it went really fast as well. It was, they want to keep it to 30 minutes. Like 30 minutes is like the mark. And sometimes if it's 26, sometimes that's like a sweet spot. But I even looked at my phone and I have like someone who runs it and they're like my queue. And at one time, he's like, one more for a question for a media member. And it was, and then he was like, and then it's back to you. And he was like, let's go. I looked at it, it was like 32 minutes. So I was like, we had more to do. And it was
felt,
like 32.
See, I was going to say, it felt long to me.
Okay.
It felt long. There was a lot of questions.
Yeah. A lot.
But yeah, we had the main event there. So we had Randy Costa and Brandon Davis there. We had the co-main, Chase Sherman and Maurice Green, which is going to be a banger.
Oh my goodness.
Jason Knight and Joshua Weems.
Yes, ma'am. And
then, of course, Jorge Masvidal was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, the press conference is always the most stressful part of the whole thing.
100%. And it is for me too. So like dude, Friday night, I'm going to be commentating with Brendan Shaw. There's live fights. And it's so weird to say this. You don't know what's going to happen with commentary because you just don't know how the fight's going to be. The fight's could be
you can't really
amazing.
Plan for it.
It could be awful. It could be an eye poke finish. You don't know. It could be the greatest fight ever. So it's kind of like it's a weird thing. You can't get nervous for it because you don't know what's going to happen. In a press conference, at least for me, it's my most nerve-wracking thing that I do in any of this. Fight Bananas, Gamebred, anything that I do. I don't know. It's so weird because I've done them now, and I have, but it's just like it's like you're on stage, only a few people, and the worst thing is the more people in the crowd, I'm better with. Like when I'm in a ring with like 4,000 people, 6,000 people, I'm fine. Sometimes in a press conference room, there's like 12 people.
Yeah.
And it's
so it's like a little. The more intimate it is, the more kind of scary it is. Okay, that makes sense.
And also, you really can't have a ton of personality up there, but I want to give it a little bit of me. So it's just like, it's kind of like, I'm just more nervous because there's more of a script.
It's a lot of brain power, And it's like, what I try to tell.
Very informative.
Yeah, what I try to tell my friends a lot is like, I try to tell them, like, you have no idea the amount of homework that needs to get done to sound good. Like, I spent probably 2 hours, 2 to 2.5 hours, like, just fine-tuning 3 questions for each fighter.
Yeah.
So it's like I spend hours just preparing and making sure I know what I'm talking about. And I still embarrassed myself today. Well, like, I didn't like.
We're going to tell that story. We will.
Like, I didn't even embarrass myself, but like, I think that's why I get so stressed out is because, like you said, on a fight night, yes, you need to have information and be prepared and know who you're talking about, but you're calling the action as it's happening. Whereas the press conference, you set the tone.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be the driver, so it's a little different. But yeah, so I had all these questions ready. I was ready to rock, ready to roll. And then I get to Chase Sherman and I politely ask him, I say, your opponent is making his bare knuckle debut. Any advice for him? Now, in my mind, he was going to say something like, oh, you better be prepared, son. You better be ready. I hope you trained hard. Or like say something funny like, oh, keep your hands down,
The funny thing would have been so cool.
Instead, he goes, why would I give my opponent advice? I'm like,
and it was so dry. It actually was so
the room
funny.
erupted with laughter.
Yeah.
And I just moved on.
Good. Yeah.
Could you tell how annoyed I was?
Yeah, we all did. On stage, even I think Randy Costa gave me like a one eye, like, okay, we're moving on.
Because I hate that shit. Like, bro, play the game. Like, I'm giving you a question. Play the game along with me. We love you though, Chase. We absolutely adore you, and I think we're excited for that fight.
So the press conference was the main event of today. It was during the day, but then, like, to me, the best part, it was really cool, and like this is one reason why we're doing this, to kind of like give you the behind the scenes thing and talk about it. So there was a Gamebred Bare Knuckle MMA like media room where the media content team like got together. Matt and I were in there. Some of the workers were in there, and periodically, every like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, they did a really good job of pacing throughout the whole day. One of the fighters would come in that room. They would do the whole sign the posters thing. The UFC, they always say signing the posters. They would do that. They would do some clips for their content, and then we did stuff for Fight Bananas. So it was just like it was so cool to see all the fighters kind of in their own element, seeing what their team, their corner team, and then like I thought maybe the best part of it was seeing the fighters interact that are, of course, not fighting each other. And then you wouldn't think one right at the bat, Randy Costa and Maurice Green, like they were like two peas in a pod. They were laughing together, talking back and forth together, and it's like I never knew if they ever fought on the same card before. Have they ever met each other before today? We don't know, but it was so cool. Like from afar, I was watching. I was like, dude, this is awesome. That's cool.
And to watch Randy and Brandon kind of have a moment on the stage before the cameras were rolling, like they were just shooting the shit. And they were just like, I forget which one of them. I think it was Randy looked at Brandon and was like, yo, dude, like when we fought at the UFC, we were fight number 1. And now we're the main event. Like life is crazy, and life is crazy. Like that is like really, really cool. Yeah. And we get a front row seat to it. The crochet boss, Maurice. Dude. Did you see that he was selling hats today?
I saw that. I think one of the content team bought one.
He did.
He bought one on the spot.
Yeah.
And then number 2, like he was working. He was doing something. Yeah. It was fun.
What's cool. That? Was it the store Joanne Fabric? Yes. He was like. I think he said Joanne is my side chick or something like that. Me and Joanne are really tight.
He told me a story that I'm not going to tell you right now because I'm going to save it for Friday night for the event. Dude, it was so great. And like Maurice Green's been the dark horse, like just out of nowhere. I know a lot of these guys that are on this card. They've been on the card, or they fought for the Gamebred Bare Knuckle MMA multiple times. Maurice Green hasn't. And I said this to you, I met him at PFL. He was super nice there as well. But like we're just at PFL, we're one media member out of 20, and they're running the show like in a weird way. We're running the show like I'm working for Gamebred for this event. So like we're really behind the scenes. He's been amazing.
Yeah, no, it's so funny. Like I tell my friends and family, like, oh yeah, I'm going to a bare knuckle event, and they're kind of like, what? But it's the nicest humans. Like they are the nicest people. So yeah, for those on my Instagram, my phone's gonna die.
Low battery.
We're back. This is Dave Van Auken, the leader of Fight Bananas team. And thank you all for joining on the Fight Bananas Facebook and YouTube. I have to say this, and I'm so sorry to anybody from Biloxi. Step your food game up,
dude.
That's all I'm saying.
$1,000,000,000. No. Like, I'm not sorry. Biloxi, step up. Your food was horrible. It's been a day and a half for me. Not good.
Like
step up.
I'm struggling. I love that. Like, okay, if anybody is from Mississippi,
put it in there.
Where do you go eat? Where? Because we went to. I'm not gonna put them on blast. We went to a Mexican spot. It was pretty bad. Pretty bad. So let me know where you go to eat. It
wasn't good.
And then we had a fun little trip to Men's Warehouse because you lost your pants.
That's all. Shoot. Do I tell that story now?
I mean, you dropped your pants.
You're saying it very weird right now.
You dropped your pants. I don't know.
Long story short, I'm coming with we're here for like 4 days.
Yeah.
So I got multiple suity stuff, multiple kicks. I got a suitcase. I was even helping another teammate out. I got their stuff with me. So I made 4 trips to my car, to my room. So in one of those trips, my belt on this one, I was holding all my nice clothes. Like there's like 6 hangers, sports coats, pants, some shirts, dress shirts. And yeah, on the way up, literally brand new pairs of pants that matches my Friday night outfit. It matches my outfit.
My thing is,
my
it's like,
play-by-play
okay,
debut for
like
Gamebred.
you drop your pants in the middle of a casino and they're not found. Like, who takes pants?
Someone saw them and be like, dude, these are really nice. I'm going to keep them.
Who?
Someone out there in Biloxi has my pants. There's probably the cook who makes shitty ass food at the Mexican restaurant.
Ridiculous. Let me look at some of these questions here.
Oh, Q&A.
A little bit. Well, someone asking thoughts on the Tyson match. I mean, that's going to be very interesting. I don't know. I just saw that they faced off though.
I gotta see that.
Tyson looking great.
Yeah.
And he honestly doesn't, for some reason, I pictured Tyson way smaller. But from that picture, or maybe it was the angle of the shot or something, it was like pretty decent.
Okay.
Tomas in the chat. Tomas, what is good? He's definitely at UFC this week. Crushing it with the UFC embedded. Just wanted to give a shout out and love to him. But yeah, I don't know. Do you think Tyson can do it?
No, he definitely can. He's literally one of the all-time greats.
Yeah.
So any all-time great, and someone said this analogy, I totally get it. Like Kobe Bryant's last game of basketball, he had a bad season for him his last year, but his last game was one of the greatest games he's ever played. So like any all-timer, I honestly think Michael Jordan can go on the court and like play amazing for one game. So
yeah.
And I always hear this, when you're a puncher, a heavy puncher, that's like the last thing that goes. Like he's going to have that heavy punch. Can he move good for multiple rounds? I don't think so. Like, I don't think he can move well. And I've been saying this for 3 years. Jake Paul is real. Like he's never going to be Canelo, but Jake Paul's a real boxer.
Yeah, he's legit, man. He's
crazy.
Legit.
People don't like him because of who he is. But.
Jones or Miocic, thoughts on John's comments about Tom today? Tomas, fill us in. We've been knee deep in Gamebred stuff. Do you know what John said about Tom? Tom Aspinall? No.
He called him. I did see. We made a post about it on Fight Bananas.
Oh, beautiful.
He said like he was irrelevant. He called him like he doesn't want to do business with him, and he called him I think he called him the B word.
Okay, so yeah, I don't understand this because it's like I'm gonna give respect where it's due. John Jones absolutely deserves respect.
Yeah, read the Facebook comment. We can put this guy in blast if you want.
Well, it's a pretty innocent question.
Nope.
But
we're coming for you.
Yeah, Papa, you can just sit right there for a second. I'll give respect where it's due. John Jones is absolutely the GOAT, but I think it's fair to say that he's on his way out a little bit. And so for somebody that is at the status of John Jones, they're not really looking at the up and coming crop. Like they're not studying their division anymore. They're not seeing like, oh, I'm probably or maybe going to fight this person in a little bit. So it doesn't shock me that John Jones doesn't give a shit about Tom Aspinall. But as a fan, as a fight fan, I'm like, you're an idiot. Tom Aspinall is absolutely the future of the heavyweight division for the UFC.
The one thing I would totally disagree on that, and I think, and I say this all the time, anything behind or outside the octagon, I totally agree with a lot of people out there about John Jones, but inside the octagon, to me, he's the greatest mixed martial artist I've ever seen, ever. But Dana White said it. John Jones, to win his UFC light heavyweight championship a long time ago, did it against Shogun Rua. Like Shogun Rua was what John Jones is now. Kind of look like an all-timer, one of the best ever, older in the tooth, and he gave that young lion, John Jones, a chance. So it's wild out of all the people that fair. John wouldn't give that back.
Yeah.
John fought Rampage, Lyoto Machida, like these older guys, and for him not to do it back, it's a little odd. It's a little odd.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so I'm on the Fight Bananas Facebook page. We got Papa. Who is Maddie, and where did you find her? What made you choose her as one of the personalities for the team? So
curious.
Just curious, he said. Okay. So who am I?
Who are you?
I don't really know. So I've been working in radio for 10 plus years, and I was an amateur fighter for many, many years. And I decided to combine those two things and start a career for combat sports media and broadcasting. I commentate on the local level. So I'm from Rhode Island. Commentate on the local level. I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of local fighters and some of your favorite fighters as well. And I joined Fight Bananas 3 years ago now.
I'm seeing that range.
3-ish years ago now to do our lovely podcast and to do content and to just do all things fight related. Why did he choose me? Because I'm the fucking best, Papa Yo-Yo. I'm the fucking champ. I'm the John Jones of this fucking job. Okay? And that's why. Mic drop.
Mic drop. And if I could say this, and I do get this once in a while, a tiny bit, and I get it because a lot of people see me at Fight Bananas and probably the second and third personality in no order, whatever. But it's does the Fight Bananas show is Maddie Levine and Elle Dawson, right? And I get this once in a while, two females that do it. For one, with me having I have 2 4-year-old twin girls, and like I'm so pro like. I don't see Maddie Levine as a girl reporter. I see her as a talented reporter.
Yes.
And like
we all deserve a seat at the table.
Yeah.
We were just talking about this today.
We all eat and yeah.
Yeah. So that's the answer.
Team. There you go.
Ryan Tucker, I think he's trying to hype the fight and is publicly negotiating. You know, a good point because he's been saying a lot of like not controversial,
words,
contradictory things.
Contradiction.
And I think it's all to sell the fight too. So I think that's the thing too.
So you're thinking that
and then
Jones beats Stipe,
and then he said Dana's gonna have to break the bank for him to fight Tom. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think
have it.
And like you said, they're like Dana might be like, dude, you really do. He's the interim champion. Could be the next guy. This is the fight that we need to see. And Jones can be like, well, I don't want to unless you pay me $25 million. Mm-hmm. And they might be like,
and they'll be like, okay.
Okay, John.
Sounds good, John.
Crazy.
I don't know if this, I'm not going to say that.
It's weird though. And I might be on the outskirts of this. And it's kind of been out there floated. And I think Alex threw it out there. I would honestly rather see, and John talked about that today as well, like him and Alex does make more sense. They were both like heavyweight champions. They're both around the same weight, even kind of like the striking aspect of everything. Even the age, they're very similar in age. I would, if you said, hey, you have a dream fight, like you have unlimited money in the UFC, Jones and Alex might be my number one fight. Like that's insane.
That would be
so like people are thinking he's ducking top. Alex is the effing boogeyman. Right, like he is you can argue he's the best pound fighter in the world.
I think that would probably be in the top 3 most viewed fights.
Yeah, it would be insane because
you have Conor and Khabib.
Yeah, Conor Khabib's number 1 of all time.
Yeah, that's the number. I didn't know if it was Conor and not Dustin.
That's
up there too. Yeah, that's up there too.
I think it's actually the Madison Square Garden. It was Conor, Eddie Alvarez. It was like 3 amazing.
It was all Conor at one point. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, definitely loving the all black uniform. Thanks, Becca.
Oh, look, Gamebred FC joined your IG live.
I love that. Hi, Gamebred. What's poppin'?
I know.
We're very excited to be here. So thank you for having Fight Bananas.
It was such a good day.
It was a really good day. It was except for the terrible Mexican food. It was a really good day.
Step up, Biloxi. Step up.
But other than that, so tomorrow's the official weigh-in.
Tomorrow's the weigh-in.
Starting at 9, and then we got the ceremonial weigh-in that you guys can watch at about 3.
Yep.
And then
3 Central, 4 Eastern, and then Friday.
Yeah. My dude is play-by-play for the first time. Entering the arena. Coming in at 7'5".
Can you do my entrance for me?
That'd be fucking crazy.
That would be so
crazy.
Give Maddie the
David Auken.
Or the person, thank you about that. Person at Men's Warehouse is David Van Dokken.
Dude, we don't have enough time to talk about that because we had the weirdest fucking experience at Men's Warehouse today.
Yeah.
If you work at the Men's Warehouse in Biloxi, Mississippi, you're fucking weird, dude. You're weird. That was a weird experience.
Just blast.
I don't care.
Here's the Papa Yogi and Men's Warehouse.
Unreal. Well, that's all I got.
All right. Yeah, it was great. Great day. Yeah. It was awesome seeing all the fighters, all the corner, all the team, everyone interacting. Loved it. Ton of content. Guys, Fipin as official on IG. We even put some stuff on TikTok. Maddie put some stuff on TikTok. Our YouTube channel, we put reels.
Yeah, we want to give you like
spamming content.
The whole point of this week is to get you behind the scenes of Gamebred. If you have things that you want to see, fighters that you want to hear from, things that you want to see, just let us know and we'll give it to you. We'll fucking feed it to you. Okay? So I'm very excited about it. Maddie, Levine, Dave Van Auken, we love you. I'm gonna go now and charge my phone. And
Jonathan, what's up, dude?
Jonathan,
we'll see you downstairs. I gotta go downstairs. I gotta do a voiceover.
Oh,
the cold open, they might say, coming your way in an hour and a half.
Sounds good. Facebook, YouTube, see you later. Instagram, guys. See you later. Bye.
You did your bye way good. That was like a good bye.